this is IIT JAM 2021 question 13. So let's see. It says the utility from wealth of an individual is given by root W. Now, first of all, this is my utility function, okay? And if we go ahead and just by looking at it, if you understand whether it is going to be concave, convex, or linear, then good enough. Otherwise, you should try and you should find out the shape of the utility function first, so that you are very clear while drawing the different points as to whether I am drawing it here, here, or here. So we know that for utility functions, we take wealth here and the corresponding utility here. And to find whether it is concave or convex, we double differentiate the function. So for example, if I begin with utility function being root W, and I differentiate this function once with respect to W. So this is W to the power half. So I get half W to the power half minus 1. So this will be half W to the power minus half. And when I double differentiate this function with respect to W, then I will get half minus half W to the power minus half minus 1. So I will go ahead and I will get minus 1 by 4 W to the power minus 3 by 2. Negative power means that W will come in the denominator. So this will be minus 1 by 4 into, either you can make W in the denominator and you can simply have 1 by W to the power 3 by 2. Or if you can interpret it from there only, it is fine. Now just think about this, okay? So I am saying that wealth is always positive. I cannot have negative wealth. 1 by positive number is positive. Anything to the power positive, anything to the power, if I'm multiplying positive to the power anything, it is positive. 1 by 4, it is positive. So this entire thing is positive and it is followed by a negative sign. So this becomes less than 0. Now, since the double derivative that I have, this is negative, so I can be assured that it is a concave utility function. So if the double derivative is less than 0, then concave. If the double derivative is equal to 0, then linear. If the double derivative is greater than 0, then convex. Concave in itself tells me that I am going ahead and talking about a risk-averse individual. Linear means risk neutral. Convex means risk lover. So this is the first exercise all of you will do when you will look at the question. You must be clear with what shape my utility function has well before you solve for it. So now let's just make a concave utility function.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the things that you have said just now? I've joined late because.
Okay, so just this thing. Whenever you are given a utility function, you will go ahead and you will double differentiate the utility function. And if the double differentiation is negative, then it is concave utility function. So the individual is risk averse. If it is 0, then it is linear utility function. the individual is risk neutral. If the double differentiation is positive, then I make a convex utility function and the individual is risk lower. In this question, I am given that the utility function is root W. So when I find double differentiation, it is negative. So I know that I have a concave utility function. Now we will go ahead and we will look at the question. So the question says that the individual owns a risky asset that can either give 400 or 900. So it tells me that either my wealth will be 400 or my wealth will be 900. Each has half-half probability. So let's take the first case. If your wealth is 400, what is your utility from 400? It is root of 400 because your utility function is root of W. So root of 400 in this case, which is 20. So my utility here will be 20. Supposedly my wealth is 900. What will be my utility from 900? It will be root of 900, which will be 30. So this is here. Now, what is risk premium? We had a formula for risk premium. Risk premium was expected value minus certainty equivalent. Right? So first of all, let's find the expected value of wealth. What is my expected value of wealth? My expected value of wealth will be, with half a probability, I am getting 400 because it said equally likely. And with half a probability, I am getting 900. So this means it is 1300 divided by 2. This will be 650. This is my expected value. Now, how do I show this diagrammatically? You should know very thoroughly the diagram for it. Only then interpretation will make sense. So diagrammatically, it means that if I join these 2 points by a line, then the average of the line, the midpoint of the line here, this is 650. This is the average of the line. Now, if I ask you that, when you played this gamble, on an average, you made 650. This is not the actual money you're making. Sometimes you will make 400. Sometimes you will have 900. But if you keep playing, then over a long period of time, you will have 650 in your pocket. Now, based on this, if I ask you that what is the utility from this, then you have to remember that to find the utility from gamble, this is equal to my expected utility. Always, whenever I am gambling, the utility from gambling is my expected utility. And from von Neumann, we know that the expected utility is probability of one event into utility from that event plus probability of the second event into utility from the second event. So probability of me earning 400 is half and utility from 400 was 20. Probability of me getting 900 is half and utility from 900 is 30. So my utility from gambling is 50 divided by 2, which is 25. So I will mark 25 here. This line, when joined, this gives me 25. Please don't make this mistake of finding expected utility by just putting 650 in this and finding the under root. Don't do that. If I do this, it means I'm getting 650 with certainty, because then that means I'm taking it to this black curve. I am not getting 650 with certainty. 650 is what I get with expected value. Sometimes I make 400, sometimes I make 900. Its expected value is 650. So I must find out the utility of 650 through expected utility formula, which is this, what the value that I get. Now, the question is, what is certainty equivalent? So we know that certainty equivalent tells me that there must have existed some wealth that would have given you the same as expected utility, but with certainty. Which means that I must have had some W here that would have given me 25, but with certainty. So I would have linked this W to my utility function. So let's say that wealth be W naught. So I'm saying W naught wealth gives me the utility of 25. Utility function is given by root of W, which means root of W naught is 25. So my W naught will be 25 square, which will be 625. So this is my wealth here, which is 625. Now try and interpret what I have done. I am saying that there are two things possible. Either you go ahead and you gamble with this entire game, whatever gambling is there. In that case, you make 650 on an average. In this case, my expected utility is 25. On the other hand, if you don't gamble, then in that case, in my pocket, if I just have 625, but I'm certain that I will always have this 625. Here I am not certain. Here this is my average value. Here it may go and make 400, it may be 900 with probability is half. If instead of that, I am certain that I will make this 625 with certainty, it will always be in my pocket. That also gives me a utility of 25. So both give me the same utility. So as a risk averse individual, I prefer this. This is better for me because here I have this 625 in my pocket forever. There is no gamble. On the other hand, there I don't have 650 with certainty. So which means that even with less money, I am ready to sit with less money. How much less? This gap. What is this gap? 25. 650 minus 625. This is my risk premium. So I am willing to give up on 25 if you tell me I get this 625 with certainty. So my risk premium this is expected value minus certainty equivalent, which is 650 minus 625, which is 20. This is what we are, we have done this concept in the earlier classes, but this is how it is asked in exam. They will ask you to calculate risk premium. Now, ideally, it will not take you this much time once you practice. It is very, very simple. You will just find this expected value. You will find its utility, and then you will find this wealth and subtract. So the answer to this question will be 25. Now just notice, this is very tricky. Why? 625 is what we calculated as my certainty equivalent. 650 is what we calculated as expected value. And this is what we calculated as the gap between the two, which is risk premium. You have to be very careful while solving that you don't end up marking anything wrong, because all these numbers will come while you're solving. But you have to be careful that you mark the right answer.